Stevie, kill the beat. Pittsburgh nigga, Pittsburgh nigga, Pittsburgh nigga, Pittsburgh nigga.
Reporting live from the city of steel, where it's realer than real. Stay in your lane, dog, this killer be killed. And we can tell you how dead broke feel. We done struggled for real, and the shorties ain't got no chill. Young bucks running wild because the old heads tired. Shooting after shooting, got the hood on fire. North side hot, but the east side blazing. Pittsburgh real, this the city I was raised in. I wanna make it out, but I'm feeling like I'm caged in. My uncle like 50, still trapping out the days in. Trips out of town make me love my city more, but we don't love each other, dawg, we'd rather go to war. I was down bad poor when they put me on this tour. I'ma tell you from the door, I'm too hard to ignore. Heart pure, I'ma blow like TNT. We could bring it to the table, shout out TMZ. Got 5 minutes of fame, put me back in the game. Dre and Phil feel the same, said they feel my pain. Tell Stevie turn it up, one time for your boy. Tell them crooked ass cops stop hating on Savoy. Wrong.
Yo, what's up, y'all? We live on location. As you already know, this is part of the Shiesty TMZ Summer. I'm your host, Dre. We are live on location. We down on Kelly Street at the mansion, formerly known as Secrets. We about to go in here. We got the hottest promoter in the city, and we got one of the owners with us. So, yo, it's a hell of a show. Make sure y'all sit back, get your popcorn, get whatever. Hey, and thanks for subscribing. Keep subscribing. Keep giving the donations. It's $PGHTMZ on Cash App. Hey, we need y'all. If it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't be here. So let's go. What's up, y'all? As y'all already know, we live on location. This is part of the Shiesty TMZ Summer, and we live in Homewood at the mansion. We got a hell of a show today. We got Miss 412 Fire in the building. Hey, it's going to be a live show. Y'all already know how we do. I got my co-host, Miss Desire. I got Darnika, and I got Phil. So let's get started, yo. Hey, what's up with y'all, yo? How y'all doing this week, man?
Doing alright.
Y'all sure? Y'all don't sound too alright.
Because the rain just came and just whoosh. My whole little parade.
She letting y'all know. You see her hair ain't all the way together, so that's why she got rained on a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Happen when you leave your windows down in Homewood.
Yeah.
And it starts to rain.
And you guys good on the street because all the working is all like,
yeah.
It's okay.
We gonna get through it though. You know, this is what we do. So, you know what I mean? Hey, I want to thank y'all for the subscribers. We are on our way to 1.2K subscribers on the YouTube. Hey, we just got to give y'all a round of applause. Thank you. Listen, we need y'all to donate. Please donate to the Cash App. $PGHTMZ. All donations go to make the shows bigger. Y'all want to see bigger artists. Y'all want to see bigger things, bigger topics that we can talk about in different locations. That's what we need y'all to donate for. It helps for production and different things that make the show better for y'all. So please donate to $PGHTMZ. And I can't say thank y'all enough. Y'all keep the numbers are going crazy. We just reached 20K on Instagram. We're at 20K followers on Instagram. This is just a big thing y'all are doing.
Definitely.
Over the last 28 days, YouTube reports to us we have had almost 50,000 impressions. If it wasn't for y'all, we would not still be sitting here today. I just got to keep giving y'all roses, y'all flowers, as they say. You know what I mean? Because without y'all, there is no Pittsburgh TMZ. So I want to thank y'all for that. We just got a lot going on. We're winding down to the Shiesty TMZ Summer. As y'all know, we get ready to load it up for y'all for the fall. We're getting ready to be a whole new look. Everything is getting made over for the fall. So stay tuned. I'm telling y'all don't want to miss it. We've been working on the 5 Minutes of Fame mixtape. That's been going great. That's, you know what I mean, Stevie B is producing it. Wait till y'all hear that. You know what I mean? It's going to be on all platforms. You'll be able to purchase it. And, you know, just get back to the city. Everybody that you've seen on the show will be on this mixtape. It's just, we want to show the world who we are. Definitely. And we need all y'all support to just go out there, download, buy. It's going to be on Apple Music. Anywhere you subscribe your music, it's going to be. You know what I mean? Give a shout out to Stevie B. Y'all already know to go to the city when it comes to the beats, man. Yeah, he just does his thing. Shout out Stevie. I want to shout out to Savoy. As always, we do that. Yeah. Today, we got a new sponsor. Our new sponsor is... Yes, a new sponsor, y'all. Blueprint Collections. Jewelry by Cam, or Cam the Jeweler, either way you want to say it. She has some phenomenal things. When I say she's doing the necklaces to where, like, if you want your loved ones that has passed away, your kids, or you and your boo, your babe, she has them. And right now, I'm going to give y'all a look at what she has going on. And she has many different styles. She has this one style, it's an 18 karat. As you can see, the camera will zoom in. You can get your family portion on that. And you can have the diamonds or the rhinestones around it, however you want it designed, different color. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the pendants. Also, she has different colors. If you're not in the gold or you're not in the silver, she has white, gold, or silver.
That's
and it comes with the rope, and this comes with the wings. So you definitely got to get at Cam. Man, she's doing her thing, man. Y'all got to go support. It's the Blueprint Collection. She's doing her thing.
And she repairs. So if you have any ones that had, some of your jewelry's been messed up or whatever, you can come get it repaired from her.
Yes. And I definitely, I mean, I got to get some for the kids. You know what I mean? Make sure they got everything. Yes. And like I said, she has different design. This is, I like this one because the picture turns around. Yeah, so you can turn it around. You know what I mean? It's a swinging, your chain swinging. And hopefully you don't have too many loved ones that have passed. But if you got too many, you can put them on her and it just keeps swinging around, so you don't feel like.
You forever.
Yep, exactly. So make sure y'all go holler at Blueprint Collections by Cam. And man, listen, she's dope.
You're ordering today.
Yes, as y'all see the candy apples up here, she does these. She even take it to another exclusive to do the candy pears or plums. I can't wait to bite into one of these candy apples. Y'all gonna see me and our guest bite into them later on in the show. So let's get started and let's get it going. Let's get ready for our first guest.
We got our special guest, Miss 412 Fire, in the building. And if you ever been to a smacking ass party in Pittsburgh, she the one that hosted it and put it together.
Damn sure was.
Okay.
Damn sure was. What's up, Miss Lady? How you doing today?
What's going on, everybody?
I know you was working last night. I see you had somebody hanging from, I said I was going to say this, hanging from the ceiling. You know what I mean? That's one of your promotions. One of the strippers, your dancers. I'm not sure how they like to be called. I'm going to ask you, how does the female dancer like to be announced as title? Is it stripper? Is it, you know what I mean? Because that is your profession.
Everybody's different, but me, I'm a stripper. I take my clothes off.
Okay, so
I'm a stripper.
That's why I said it, because someone will get touchy. I'm a dancer. I'm not it, so that's why I said that. You know what I mean?
I just say entertainers.
Oh,
just
exactly. Yeah, politically correct. Entertainer.
Right.
So I see you had one of your entertainers hanging from the ceiling in the bar.
From the beach.
Yes, last night. You know what I mean?
It was going down.
And that's just a part of one of the many things that you got going on. You know what I mean? We brought you into our world and wanted to come into your world.
Yes.
Because like me and you talked, you know what I mean, when we did the casting, and I said, how could we have this show without you? When you have promoted some of the biggest, majorest parties in the city.
That's right.
All over the city, not just in Homewood, not just in East Liberty.
Not just in East Liberty.
You know what I mean? Not just for the underground, also for superstars.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know we're all intrigued. Where did it start?
Okay, so I started working at the door at the Liquid Lounge.
Okay.
And my homie Daryl Holloway, very good guy, he's like one of the reasons why I am where I am right now. During that time, my daughter passed away. So this was in 2011. It is what it is, you know. And I was just looking for something to do, anything other than drink, because that's what I was doing at the time, you know, just trying to cope with my sadness or whatever, and that's what it was. So I asked my friend, like, can you please give me a job? I need something to do. And he started me out working at the door, you know, just collecting money for him, for all the patrons that were coming in. And I got to know a lot of people just from coming in the door that way.
Okay.
Then I also got a chance to bartend. So, you know, I got a chance to be friendly with all the patrons that way as well. So it started right there, and Instagram had kind of just came out around that time. So I started taking pictures, like just people that were coming in, you want to take a picture with me? Yeah, and they loved it. And from there, it was like my Instagram got booming. And from there, it just kind of took off. I just started doing my own thing and promoting and hosting my own parties, and It just kind of.
So basically, after you seen like the way Instagram took off,
Instagram was a major influence
and dealing with people.
Life.
So you say, you know what, I need to be the promoter. I don't need to be the bartender no more. I need to be the promoter.
Right.
So that's where you got started. And the reason why I say that, and I know I should have did my homework, but I was in the feds when you got started. So this is like a brush up for me too, and people that may not know who 412 is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and once you did that, what was your first show that you promoted?
My first major show was First Friday.
Okay.
I'll say.
Where at?
And that was at that time we were in the strip district. What was it called? Oh God. They tore all those buildings.
Was it Deja Vu?
Was it Room 16? It couldn't have been
Room 16.
What was on the side?
Station Square.
Station
Wim.
Okay.
That was my start, and Wim was big. So Bum, shout to Bum. Bum had like major artists coming through like Jay-Z, Jim Jones, just like a lot. So from there it was like, come on down here, host these shows with me, and we'll pay you. I'm like, all right, cool. So those were my biggest shows, and they were amazing. I mean, thousands of people in the crowd. Every First Friday or every show that we did, it was definitely lit. So that got my start, and then we kind of moved over to Devils and Dolls once they shut down. Shout out to Devils and Dolls team, even though they're not Devils and Dolls anymore, but they're still around. And then other clubs like Deja Vu was around. Dials, there was a bunch. Just strip between the strip, Station Square, downtown, Club 110. Shout out to T-Star, because that's where I did my first stripper night by myself. Down Club 110. And that was lit too. So I mean, we've been having like very successful events since then, since I began, and it's been a blessing.
Congratulations to you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Congratulations to you, definitely.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, because I had a question that I wanted to ask you, because I want to be a promoter or a club host as well. Is there any legal documentation that you have to go through to get to where you're at?
I don't have any legal documentation, but doing business as 412 Fire, I am like a business or a brand, so that's how I conduct my business. And
so basically she's saying register your LLC and all that, get that done.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so that's how it works.
Okay, so I wanted to circle back to, because I was on that era, the 110, the Wilms, everything in the strip district. How do you feel now that there is nothing? Like, they turned it all commercialized. Like, they took away all our clubs they made. The housing is beautiful down there in Station Square, but it was popping at a time. Like, there was, other than Southside, that was a strip of bars that you could, hey, if you ain't feeling this one, you can go to the next one.
Definitely.
So how do you feel now that there's not as many places to go have fun in Pittsburgh?
Honestly, I mean, it does kind of, just seeing a transition in the city. I mean, it's like, I see what they're doing. Of course, they want to make it more residential for people to live here. And some people think that the clubs bring violence. But under my name, we haven't had any violence, and that's been the biggest
amazing
of everything that I've done, because I could really sit up here and say, nobody's gotten hurt and nothing that we put out, and I'm blessed for that, But when I do look around, I do miss those places, and I'm just even more happy right now that we do have a place like the Mansion to, bring our people here so we can gather together, because at the end of the day, I mean, gentrification, it is what it is. They're trying to break us up in any way that they can. So for us to be able to come together here or wherever we're at, that's a blessing for us, because we, especially in this pandemic, we miss each other. Like,
right.
We outside.
We want to be outside. We want to come together, and we join in fellowship. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we do, and everyone doesn't really know what we do because they're not inside here. They're just like kind of outside looking in. But when you're in here, when you feel the vibe, like, it definitely, we move crowds. Like, we don't just party and we don't do violence and stuff like people.
You entertain.
We entertain.
Exactly.
We bring the entertainment to Pittsburgh. We make sure that everyone's safe because at the end of the day, I'm going home to my daughter.
Exactly.
The end. So.
Exactly. And you know what I mean? I tip my hat off to y'all because you definitely do make sure everything is right. You know what I mean? And back to what you were saying, that's one of the biggest problems in the city. You know what I mean? With the diversity, with the Carson Street. And if our fans watched the last episode, I kept saying that, you know, Back to the Future was on the other end of Carson. You know what I mean? Not the end that's still violence and everything else, but they're not moving those clubs out. So I know a lot of people sit here and hear us talk about this and say that diversity and how we feel. I'm one that not to sweep it under the rug. I feel like it's okay, and it's the persona or what they're pushing out to us that it's okay for the white clubs to have all that racket and all that dangerous.
But what about now? Because I was just driving on the south side. They closing it down from 10th to 18th. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
they're not closing the clubs down.
Exactly.
And I will say, in the Strip District and in Station Square, they didn't close the clubs down. A developer came in there and was like, "Look, I'm gonna give you this money. What you trying to do? You trying to run this club, or you trying to get this money and be well off?"
But I can speak from knowing and being involved in it with the Savoy firsthand. That's why they're running in the Savoy. They have the people of the communities thinking he's serving without a liquor license. Right. He's doing this, he's doing that. He's not.
That's wrong. Like, they should let that establishment.
And that's exactly what happened.
He has money. He don't need y'all money.
Exactly.
And that's the problem with that location.
But what about like Tequila Willie's? Whoever had it, there was 3 clubs in one. They didn't need money to question. They didn't need money. And you, like you said, there is developers that came in there.
Yes, they did. They were going bankrupt. They weren't paying their taxes.
That's what they
were making
perceived.
money, but they weren't paying the taxes.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? That's what
they were making money.
I got X amount of dollars, and you know you owe the IRS. You can be like, all right, let me sell.
I mean, of course. Now listen, on those aspects, but now listen, I'm not talking about all to the paperwork aspect. I'm talking about to the aspect. Where can the black people go party?
Yeah.
No,
that's a major problem in this community in Pittsburgh. I understand where you're coming from. If I'm a business owner and I'm getting in a bad bind and I need to sell, that's cool. That's different. That's it. But where's the urban market at? For us to go out and party and listen to rap music, not have to deal with people being discriminated because we got on white t-shirts, because we don't dress the way they feel is okay to go in their club. And that goes on constantly on the south side. It's constantly, every weekend, it's constantly groups of black people are getting turned away because they feel groups of black people coming in is going to bring violence. Why is black people labeled with violence?
It's not suitable.
That's what I'm talking about. And that's the things that I'm talking about. I understand the business. And that's the real deal that's going on. And you, like you said, you don't really go out that much, so you don't really see it.
Because of the bullshit. And you know what? On the south side, it is still violence between white people because these white people are fighting this violence.
And that's what I'm saying from the beginning. It's still violence, but why is it easier for them to have 12 clubs in the Strip to walk up and down the street? And I might be exaggerating saying 12 clubs.
No, there's 12.
You know what I'm saying? Why we don't have a black district like that?
And it was
the ones that we had.
Nights people was wearing. They was like, well, he's got up tempos. And
exactly.
He's got this and
Exactly. And that's what I'm talking about. Like that type. I'm not talking about like the financial paperwork for it. I'm talking about the racial disparity that they present over there. Because if 12 black people go to the door, I guarantee you, 6 of us ain't getting in. I can guarantee you. From the women to the men. It ain't just the men. It's her dress is too little. But you just, you know, I'm not racist. I gotta tell everybody that. But you just let Susie Q walk in with the same dress on.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? This is what's going on. We're not a show that's going to talk about, you know, where this is real life stuff that's going on. Friday night.
No, but my whole point being was I definitely agree with you, but you saying, you know, Southside's not doing anything, I'm telling you what they are doing right now.
Yeah, I mean,
that was my whole.
But they're not going to shut the Southside down like they did the Strip.
But they didn't shut the Strip down.
She said they didn't shut
down. They didn't shut the Strip down.
He's saying more the store they shut down. He's saying more the store they shut down.
Yeah, like if I say they sold out,
regardless if they was bought out, they shut down. They could have sold it to another owner who could have clubs or
Exactly.
anything could have
Just
happened.
like they do in Homewood. That's why there's no bars that's been shut down in Homewood, because once they get on one person's ass, we sell it to the next to keep it in the community,
But it was
so we
better
always have a
as
place
if they
to
shut
go.
it down and not have a club in the area.
Homewood has
Not
never
have
been the club district. Now it's the club district.
It's never was.
And that Homewood was the shoot 'em up corral gallery. Now this is the club district. I don't blame them. I love it because it's in our community. Don't get me wrong, but why can't we have where people come out of town feel comfortable on a main strip like Carson, on a main strip like downtown, where they can ride through and see, okay, this is where everybody parties.
Right.
It looks like this is where the white people party on Carson.
And that's
the present, and that's how we're feeling, and that's how Pittsburgh is talking. If you look at the Facebooks and everything, the Instagram, this is what we're talking about in the city. Why is it that way? Why? Fuck the development, fuck the paperwork.
Yeah.
Fuck all that. Throw that out the door. Why does it look this way? Why is this being presented as a business owner? I wouldn't even want my business to be presented like that. Because if I'm a business owner, everybody can come in. I don't care if you're red, purple, black. I don't care if you let her in with that dress. She can't come in, and better not nobody else had that dress.
That's one thing that we do bring to the city and the places that I know I work at. You know, the mansion, one of them we're there right now. Yeah. So this is a place that anybody can come to. And it doesn't matter what you're wearing. We do not discriminate. Nowhere.
Exactly.
We just want you to come here, have a good time, go home safe,
and come back again.
And come back again. Of course.
And that's what and that's what I was basically saying. It's not even about.
We don't have that
at all.
But I understand.
Not downtown, not and I have some great people that I've run into who do own businesses and have asked me to come in and help out, and it's like, when I come and try to help, it's like, you got people like the police trying to shut them down because they think nothing has happened, absolutely nothing. But they think something is so major, so weird, or whatever is going to happen, and it doesn't. And it's like hurtful to see because we work so hard. Like, this is our job, this is our livelihood, this is how we feed our kids.
Exactly.
So they don't get it, but we just,
and that's what I'm
all
saying.
we try to do is bring nothing but good entertainment to the city.
And if you ain't ever been to her event, you see her name on that flyer, you better get there. Because I know, me personally, I've been at events, I done hosted events for her, whatever, and it's always a good time. And like he said, I don't go out in the city. When I was younger, I used to be in Homewood all the time. But if I know that I see her name on the flyer, I know it's going to be a safe environment. I know it's going to be a hopping ass party, and I got to be there.
She doesn't go just anywhere.
I don't.
And she don't play about it at all. So I know, Homewood, they try to say Homewood's like a bad part of the city. It's really not.
It was.
And she's comfortable here,
It was.
When you look at it was, but like right now, we're doing good. I think we're doing very well, and we're going to continue to do well.
Yeah, as far as the business and the party.
As I was talking to the business partner, I was like, man, listen, I actually when I come through now, I'll be like, man, it's amazing the difference of what Homewood was, man.
Yeah, it is.
And just to touch on the thing back there, Drake, that's the problem, man. Like, I know we want to say Carson Street, they got that. Listen, we got to start as a people, not starting mess, not having shootouts in places we want to go back to. Let's put it on ourselves sometimes, bro. Like, it got to be on us sometimes. Like she said, there's nothing happening in her thing, and I'm cool. Like, it shouldn't be nowhere.
Right.
But listen, before you go further, let me say this. Is it that our shit is more televised? Because they're not televising the rapes that's going on Carson. They're not televising all of that shit. So let's talk of the drugs, the people ODing. Our shit is being more televised. Let's ask that question. I understand what you're saying. As a people, as everybody, we need to be more responsible. But with alcohol, that's why it says it has a dangerous label. Anything with alcohol, you're bound to be in some shit. Somehow type of shit.
You can't hide 1,000 shots just rang. You know what I'm saying?
But I can definitely say
different crimes, bro. There's 1,000 shots being rang out.
One thing about Carson and Homewood, there's kids in the Carson. Homewood, they don't play that. There's not no underage drinking. There's not no none of that.
Well, we have to be more strict because they shut us down fast.
And that's what we're saying. And that's what we're saying.
I feel like
and that's what it shouldn't be like that. It should be both ways. Equal line should be equal, and that's the problem. And we can't just attack when we talk about the police and black men and different. We got to attack every angle, all the way to. I want to talk to y'all, and this is a great thing because you're in the entertainment business. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with the LGBT community. I'm saying that again. I do not have a problem with the LGBT community. But what I do have a problem with is the bullying. Right now, all y'all, I'm sure y'all see what's going on with the baby. Mm-hmm. You see everybody has their 2 cents in.
Right.
And this is entertainment. And this goes along the line on everything. Why is it okay for, and this is the syndrome I got from it. Just like the police officer, what we say with the police officer. If you go from used to being bullied now to being the bully. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, because you don't like what he said, which he never said, I hate faggots, homosexuals, fuck them, fuck that. He said if you don't have AIDS, syphilis, or STD, and you wasn't sucking dick in the car, which all 5 of us sitting here, I'm sure would have raised our phones and like.
He did say a nigga sucking dick, and if you ain't a nigga sucking dick.
But that's not saying nothing about gay. That's not saying nothing about. But we're heterosexual. We should allow to be. Why has it become a thing? And that's my thing. For heterosexual men to be able to express their true feelings.
He didn't have to say all that.
Why? It's right. He didn't have to say shoot him up, kill a motherfucker, kill the motherfucking Walmart. But nobody's mad about that.
I'm
why
not
does we have to?
But I'm just saying there's a line between.
There isn't. Because they're okay in us talking about rapping, killing kids. Killing our friends, killing our black people. That's okay. So why is it okay to keep doing that? But as soon as he said a nigga not sucking dick in the car, yeah, I'm gonna put my motherfucking lighter up because I ain't sucking dick in the car. You gotta know rap. I mean, I'm just keeping it real, and you know what I mean. Me and Phil went back and forth because this. And I want to ask you how you feel that because you're in the entertainment business, and at anything of being a promoter, you gotta watch everything you say across the mic, and even with us as on a podcast, we gotta watch this. Mm-hmm. And you know, I don't want it to get to where we gotta censor because I pride this show on being real.
It's cancel culture.
And that's what the fuck is cancel culture?
But that's what I said. It's anytime it becomes power, it becomes abuse of power.
Exactly.
So what it was they didn't have a voice. Now they have one of the strongest voices.
Right.
So now that you have that voice, it's abuse of power.
Exactly. And it's not okay. It's not okay to take that man's checks for.
I mean, we got less to say than them.
Exactly.
A heterosexual male can't say the things that a gay male can say. Now.
Exactly.
Because they'll jump down our throat. They'll let him go.
Exactly.
And that's crazy.
And that's a problem. All the way tied into what we're saying about the club. It's a problem. It's multiple problems all compounded in one. And that's why I brought it up because where do we draw the line?
When it comes to the LGBT community, I know in my line of work, number one, they come everywhere I'm at, and I don't have any problems. Yeah. I mean, whatsoever. You know, I mean, it's like people are here to party. They're not really here to pay attention to what
politics and stuff
no
like
one
that.
else is doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's what they're into, then that's what they're into. People, they have their own, they come through, they get their own sections, they party like everybody else, and nobody's worried about what's going on with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, now when it comes to the baby, you know, when it comes to this line of work that we do, certain things I'm never going to say. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to my personal feelings, my personal opinion, those are my personal feelings. It does not have anything to do with me coming to this club and working. Just the same as the baby. Like, them same people support his music. You know what I'm saying? They listen to his music. So he should really have nothing to say about nobody. Like, he should just kind of be, you know, you gotta like trample light when you're in those positions because people will attack you, and that's what you always have to be mindful of. You know, like, I'm not major, but I will not ever disrespect anyone in any community. Exactly. Because everybody parties with me.
Exactly.
And everybody
so
has
feelings. And everyone has feelings. So I have to be mindful of everyone and whatever they're into. Hey, you're here, you having fun? Okay.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. You go home safe? Okay, that's all that matters.
And see, and that's where
I don't care about anything.
And that's where me and Phil, when we had her, you know, we were talking about that, and that's how we feel too. Yeah. And I strongly, like I said, I have no problem, but I have a problem with bullying. I always have when I was a kid.
Right.
And it comes to the street.
Here, nobody bothers them. I mean, everyone's here having fun. And then, you know, a lot of my events, I do have live entertainers, dancers. So I feel like they always kind of take the attention off of everything else. So, you know, if you're just in a regular place and, you know, there's just a bunch of people standing around looking at each other and you're drinking, then you might be like, well, why you keep staring at
Exactly.
well, that's kind of weird.
Exactly.
You know, we're in an environment where there's dancers swinging from the pole.
Yeah.
I'm watching her. I'm not watching you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
She's entertaining me right now, and that's all I'm focused on.
Exactly.
You know, past that, I don't care what's going on around me. So, you know, creating the environment is what you have to do in order to have a successful night.
True.
And that's what a lot of bar owners and you know,
Promoters, all that.
promoters
Yeah.
don't maybe not get sometimes, or maybe they do get it, and that's why they do it. You know, so it's just in all of what you do and how you do it.
Yeah.
So
I like how you said
you just
that.
have to have
Entertaining,
flair.
How you word it.
entertaining people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of those bars that do have the problem are just bars.
Just
And they're
regular places.
drinking,
Right.
and it's like she said,
There's
if you look at
nothing
somebody,
going on
why
in there.
you keep looking over
And
my
they're
way?
so
man?
worried.
Like,
Right now, that's to look at.
We're entertaining people. Whatever we do, we're entertaining people. Wherever I'm at, it's
Yeah.
entertainment, period.
It's
So,
cracking.
you know,
Yeah.
when
So
you're
you're
outside
really
looking in,
entertaining.
you really don't know what's going on in there. And we're not doing nothing major. We're just having a good time. And this is how we entertain ourselves. So, you know, you either like it or you don't.
But let's keep it real. Do you ever catch yourself, like, not even saying that about the LGBT, we're all for that.
Yeah.
But you ever catch yourself while you're promoting, like, damn, I'm gonna say something I was supposed to say, or you know what I mean? Do you have those blooper moments as a promoter?
All the
as
time.
well?
You kidding me? I've been
But you
shouting
can't
out-
have no retake.
No,
In the
it's
club.
like everything
Yeah.
it happens. I mess up all the time. I didn't said people's names wrong a million times.
It's
like Drake.
Yeah, exactly.
What is it, Leo season? I said it's Cancer season. You know, I mess up all the time. Nobody's perfect, but at the end of the day, it's all like how you come up out of it. I make you laugh after that. You know what I'm saying? I make a joke because I messed up. It is what it is,
Yeah.
you know? So it's just all in, it's how you handle the crowd. And if you have good crowd control, which is one thing I bring to the city, and that's why people hire me, because
Yeah.
they know that, you know, then you have a good night and it works, you know. When you don't have that, you're kind of like looking around, and you don't want people looking around. You just want them to have a good time and go home.
And that's what I noticed down in Atlanta. You know, not this, you know, bring out Atlanta, but they don't play no trap music.
Okay.
They play all good dance music. I'm talking about downtown Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I understand why.
Yeah.
Because you control the crowd.
Have to
You're
control it.
doing them dance.
If
And
you
when I
get
say
to
I'm not
plan-
talking technical.
You get to plan luck if you buck, they
Yeah,
gonna fight.
exactly, exactly.
The
If
problem
that's
is in
all
Pittsburgh-
night, then that's what it is.
Exactly.
You know? But that's why music is such a big influence, you know, in everything we do. You have to
Exactly.
be mindful of that. So every DJ that I work with, and shout out to my DJs, they know what they're doing when it comes to these crowds. They know what to play. They know what not to play.
Exactly.
It's all, and this whole club as a whole is a whole business, and everyone plays their part. You know, so shout out to everyone in the club industry, because I know, you know, everybody doesn't get this life we live, but it's definitely something else.
So Fire, I know you said you started at the door, you started bartending, you started building all these relationships. So you know a lot of people. So I could only imagine you got some funny, crazy, ratchet stories for promoting.
Oh boy.
Not no boy.
There's always, I mean,
You ain't got to mention no names.
It is what it is. There's always something going on. But let me think of something crazy. The craziest stuff is like I don't know, not. I say like the dancers. Well, yeah, eyelashes down the drain. She said that because eyelashes. Okay, so some of the things you find at the end of the night. This is fun. End of the night, like maybe if there was like a fight or something, then we go back and we do videos of what we found on the floor. So there's always a ponytail, a wig, earrings, lots of earrings, and I found a contact before.
Eye contact?
Somebody's contact.
Somebody's contact.
So I'm like, wow.
They
So
probably
we videotape
got-
everything, and that's the funny part, you know. Some of the more like, you know, serious things that go on behind the scenes in the club, I'm a woman of God first.
Okay.
So I don't play about it. And, you know, people do know me. I put that out there. So I've prayed for people, like, in the bathrooms. And, you know, we've had moments, and they asked me to. And that, to me, like, speaks volumes. So,
Yes, it does.
you know, it doesn't matter where we're at. You know, we're doing what we're supposed to do. We're getting to the people. And they respect us. And I appreciate that. So we have our good moments, and we have our, you know.
Besides Ratchet, what's one of the most heartfelt moments you may have had in your career so far?
So where we're at right now is the mansion, and this was just Friday, so this is one of my most recent, I'll say that.
Okay.
My bro Laylansky and I were hosting here, and the person who ran the club before Pretty from Homewood, his name was Sean Nitty, and
shout out to Sean Nitty.
Shout out to Nitty.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. That's my bro. And we were right here up on this stage, and it was like, you know, I forget what song came on, but it was like one of his songs, and you could just feel it. Like, I'm getting chills right now.
I can see you.
And he, like, Lay was like, you know, rest in peace to Nitty. I don't know what I was saying, because sometimes I just, you know, I'm just going off top, and everybody could feel it, and you know they could feel it, because it was just like everyone was moving, and I'm like, wow, you know, that was just a great moment. We shout out rest in peace to Nitty. We have our moments, you know, where, you know, it just happens like that, and the crowd moves with us, and it's amazing to see and to actually be a part of and feel. So, you know, to be able to do something like that, I mean, it speaks volumes for itself.
And to speak about the mansion and everything y'all got going on, you know, first I'm gonna say, well, 412, you gotta be special in front of your name. You know what I mean? Coming out the city, they had that 412 in front of you. You know what I mean? So you represent every part of the city. So, you know what I mean? You definitely got to be a special person. And I didn't know you were as spiritual.
Yes.
But angels come in many shapes, sizes, and forms.
That's right.
And God put you here to be right here in the midst of this. Because I'm going to keep it real. I'm from Homewood, born and raised. We from Homewood. And the way they put us here, it's hell walking these streets. I'm not going to sit there and sugarcoat it. I'm not going to sit here and make it like Homewood is the best place. No, at night when it gets dark, it's a situation here. And you feel it. And for to have an angel like you work in the club, and like you said, you went in the bathroom and prayed.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's something you don't hear at all.
You don't.
You know what I mean? So I want to give you your roses for that.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? And I want to shout out that, you know, as I came in the building today, I said to myself, this episode couldn't be without a Nitty. You know what I mean? And Nitty was kind of, a role model to me, because when I first came home, I seen what he was doing with the industry and what he was doing with the city and the neighborhood. Right. So that's kind of like what made me really get on my path to this Pittsburgh TMZ, watching Nitty. So Nitty touched a lot of people in a lot of different ways, you know what I mean? So you got this great guy, business partner.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we got to bring him in and sit him down.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Shout out to Pretty from Homewood.
Yeah, Pretty from Homewood. I'm going to keep it real, Pretty. You my man. But it's just like, who was it? I ain't calling no grown man delicious, so I can't call you Pretty from Homewood. I'll call you Homewood, but it's just, you know how we is, we joke around. But that's your name, Pretty from motherfucking Homewood. You know what I'm saying? And you two are responsible for a lot of this. So, like, to start it off, Pretty, and I want you to introduce yourself. I want you to give the people looking at the camera, give them a little, you know who you is. Okay. You know, we already said this is Pretty from Homewood.
Okay, well, you know, it's your man Pretty from Homewood, of course.
Okay.
From Homewood, I started off as the bartender at the 01.
Gotcha.
Shout out to 7101.
Shout out to Tiff.
Miss Morgan, R.I.P. Big B.
Yeah, you already know.
Brandstead. So he was a real big part of how I got into all this. So I started off as the bartender, became a manager and all that. I got all my legal game from him, as far as
the paperwork and how to do, what to do, who to talk to. Yeah, got you.
He kind of took me under the wing, introduced me to a lot of his friends and so forth. And
It's just
That's
history,
how that
huh?
started, yeah.
It's just history from there, huh?
Yeah.
And you always had the love for the rap game and different, in the hood. So I already know that's just where everything else comes from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you were a major part of this mansion being reopened, and I almost said secrets. Because I know that's really where y'all, just don't want that name. But this is secrets at heart. You know what I mean? So I already, and if people don't know, you know what I'm saying? Man, you doing your thing on the after hours, man. I see you. I definitely see you doing
it.
you.
Along, man. A lot of love and support behind this. So thanks to everybody for all the love and support.
Yeah.
I couldn't have done this without everybody coming through. And all
I'm
that.
personally happy I opened back up because Gaddafi be over there trying to charge an arm and a leg for us to get in. And they be like, for the trap though, it's not that serious. I'll go right to secrets.
I know that's right. But it's the man.
Yeah, it's not secrets no more.
The man.
So what are y'all hours? Y'all say y'all after hours. So what's y'all hours?
So actually, the hours are we're open from Wednesday to Sunday.
Got you.
1:30 to 4:30, but Friday and Saturday.
That's AM. That's AM.
1:30 in the morning till 4:30 a.m.
Yeah, outside.
Friday and Saturday, I actually do work with Gaddafi now.
Okay.
And he's been a big help and big support. So
Got you.
Good.
I gotta respect it and give my man Gaddafi and the Trappers a shout out.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, shout out to the Trappers.
We
Yeah.
got the Trap Mansion thing.
Yeah.
going on.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Friday
we
and
open
Saturday.
2:45 after they close, so everyone can get theirs.
Gotcha.
And then shout out to Victory Banquet Hall too, because they're the reggae club up on Bennett,
Yep.
and we also work with them. So
Across from the trucking company,
we all
right?
try to make sure everybody eats, and also at the end of the day, we're going to be giving away just doing stuff for the community. We're all going to link up and give back to the community.
Okay.
That's nice.
And that's something us at Pittsburgh TMZ, what we do, we got to be a part. And I'm in talks with all of y'all, you know what I mean? Like I'm in talks, I'm trying to tip. We trying to get to the 01.
Yes.
So please, I know you busy. I'll be calling you. We
Shout
definitely
out to Tiff.
shout out to Tiff, shout out to Brian.
Gigi.
Rest in peace.
Rest
I
in
miss
peace,
you.
B.
Anybody, and that's what it's about. And I wanted to let y'all know, I have started a hashtag. Pound Pittsburgh together, the number 2 together. No matter what you're doing in the city, I want everybody when you're on the social media to push that, because that's what it's going to be. And I'm tired of other cities showing out, and we should be the ones showing out, because we are a part of a lot of the culture that's going on, and a lot of people don't know. Like me and Phil always say, we are a major part of the Dr. Dre sound. Pittsburgh is we were.
Yeah, they don't know about.
You know what I'm saying? So they don't know a lot about that. So with that Pound Pittsburgh together, no matter what you're doing, whether it's a picnic with family, no matter it's a concert, whether it's a promotion, nobody gets the right to that but Pittsburgh. So you know what I mean? And that's why I started that hashtag and putting it up together. Nobody can say, this is ours. Everybody, no matter whether you're white, black, Indian, Chinese, Pittsburgh together. You from Pittsburgh, you doing what you're doing, positive. You want to see positive things, keep going. Please use that hashtag. Pound Pittsburgh together. PGH number 2 together. You know what I mean?
So I just want to ask Pretty a question, because having a name like Pretty from Honolulu has got to be rough. 'Cause I'm from Honolulu, so I know you can fight. We ain't gonna mess with you about that. We know you can fight, but you know what I'm saying? I want to know how you got your name, and how much you had to go through to keep it.
I'm gonna tell you a funny story, because actually, shout out to my man Esco 100K.
Okay.
That's my brother. We go way back. So,
Okay.
he actually made that nickname up.
Okay.
On some joking stuff. Like,
Gotcha.
I used to hate it. Like, I used to get mad. Like, I used to rant over that shit. Like, give me the long.
Don't call me Pretty.
And then it kind of just stuck.
Stuck with you. That's how it be, though. That's how it be. Yeah, that's how
Shout
it
out to
be.
all the Pittsburgh artists too.
Yes.
Definitely.
They definitely make noise in our lives and this nightlife, and a lot of the things. We can't do anything without them, honestly. Because when you get to playing Jimmy Wappa, when you get to playing Esco 100K, when you get to playing OE, they bounce to that.
Yeah.
And I appreciate seeing that, because that's us. That's
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
We do that, you know.
And that's why I got the 5 minutes of fame on the
Shout out to
show.
all the artists, Deasley.
All of them.
Marta, Wiz.
Everybody.
And that's
Period.
another thing I'm working on is
Chevy
getting all the Pittsburgh local artists together, get everybody's music pushed out there.
Yeah.
Whatever I can help with all the local artists.
Oh yeah, we definitely need to talk because we got an album coming out. We've been working on already. Shout out to Stevie B. He's producing the whole album. You know what I'm saying? So we just was in the studio 2 days ago. I got about a list of everybody that's been on 5 Minutes of Fame. I'm putting them on the album. You know what I'm saying? It's Pittsburgh TMZ and Stevie B presents 5 Minutes of Fame.
Nice.
So you know what I mean? And even if you haven't and you want a chance, that's what it's about, Pittsburgh together. And that's what we're pushing. The whole mixtape is about Pittsburgh. People giving their stories about Pittsburgh. So when we go to another city and put that in the DJ booth, they talking Pittsburgh, just like New York does. Like last night, it was the Locks versus the Dipset. You know what I mean? But it was a New York thing. So that's how I want it with us. We want to have shows like that where it can be televised Pittsburgh because we have freestylers, we have models, we have swimsuits, we have all of that. Shout out to every artist. We have promoters, we have
Not
everything.
like that though.
Battle rap going
The
on.
Dipset got murdered, so not quite like
I'm
that.
sure there's gonna be some Pittsburgh people that's gonna get murdered on stage. When it comes to it's a battle.
It was a one
There's a
man
winner and
show.
there's a loser, so there's gonna be.
It wasn't one.
It was a one man show. Jada killed that thing. Yeah, it was just,
And I posted something last night on social media. I said, I hope all you Pittsburgh artists are watching this because you need to know your words. You know what I mean? That's one of the major things you see when we come and do a show or have somebody do a show. It's the words. The words is what rock the crowd. Yeah, the beat, it makes it. Don't get me wrong. But some people want to hear them lyrics.
Right.
And hip hop is changing from that mumbo jumbo mumble rap. And you seen that last night. We want to hear the lyrics. Like Kid said, I could have put Apple Music on to listen to this. I want to hear the show. I come for the live show. So if you're giving a live show, and I tell all my artists I'm working with, I don't care how good you are in the studio. I don't care how good you feel you are in the club. Because half of the time they're drunk. But what about a group of people that's not drunk with their kids that want to hear your lyrics? You need to be heard. Your stage presence needs to be felt. You need, and that's why I tell all of them that I work with. It's more than just getting in the studio with females in there to smoking weed. Can you rock the crowd back and forth for an hour? You got an hour set.
We're able to give them that platform too, being that we are the people who run the nightlife.
Okay.
We give them the first chance, the opportunity to get on the stage, to get your stage presence together, to get your first show, to see how many people you can really bring out. We give them that opportunity.
So are y'all having that for the after hours to perform at the? Yes, I know because y'all got many clubs going on. So just Sundays.
For Sundays, we're working on that right now. Just having our local artists come through Sundays and be able to rock out. They want to be heard.
Okay.
And there's people that want to hear them. So we want to give them that chance.
Okay, and that's definitely we're gonna talk more about that because I got a list of artists that's ready that needs to be in an atmosphere like that to be able to see if this is really what they want and can they do that. And that's
What we do. We definitely want to help them every angle we possibly can.
So what do y'all got coming up? Not to cut you off.
No. This week I got pool party coming up. At the mansion all week. I am the manager here at the mansion. This is the owner. Shout out to the Galaxy. I'll host over there. First Friday's coming up at the Galaxy Lounge. I host that every first Friday. Pool party, Soupy's big pool parties this Sunday at Twin Oaks Swimming Pool. There's also one on the 15th, and they're going to have Dream Doll there. So there's a lot of, big things coming. So shout out to all the promoters in the city. There's a lot of people doing their things, and I just want to say thank you to everyone that still reaches out to me to have me be a part of their shows because they just like my voice on the mic or my presence being there or whatever. I just appreciate that. Big things coming. We're bringing artists here to the mansion. Just everywhere we're at, like I said, 412, I am Pittsburgh. We are Pittsburgh. We want to make sure that we're just bringing that great entertainment to wherever we're at and everyone's going home safely. The end.
So I guess the question, it's like a question I shouldn't even have to ask. Y'all met working together because y'all work. I can already tell. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the life y'all are into it. And when you're in the nightlife, you know who's at this club and that club. So that's how y'all came together. Right. And I can see y'all chemistry. Right. I can see you just let her do what she do.
She don't even know she was happy before she knew.
I already knew.
She snatched me up and I was like, all right, cool. go. Like, I don't have much time. I swear, like this nightlife, man. And I'm a mom first, so you know, I take care of my daughter. She's downstairs right now, probably running the show, and that's my day life. And then, you know, nighttime, I come out and I work.
But see, you know what? We just had this discussion. There's 24 hours in a day.
Yes.
Everybody picks their shift. And if I know I got like me, I'm a 3 to 11. I'm not getting them 7 to 3. I can't do it because I'm not getting up at 6 to get up. It's not happening. So I'm a 3 to 11. Phil's a 7 to 3 guy.
He's not.
You know what I'm saying? You just happen to be 11 to 7 lady. You know what I mean? There's 24 hours in a day. We work 11 to 7 shit.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Or the 3 to 11. Like, I can work either one of them shits, but the 7 to 3, nah. I'm gonna be late. I'm gonna get fired. It's not gonna work.
Same here. Same here.
You know what I mean? And I say y'all make a great team. I can't wait to see what y'all got coming up for the winter. And that's one other reason why we sat and wanted y'all on the show, because y'all, like I said, you are Pittsburgh, and I had that 412 in front of it, and you've been, to me, you're the biggest party promoter in the city.
Thank you.
I mean, I gotta give you your roses. Nobody's never gave them like I gave them to you on the phone. I'm gonna give them to you live on camera for the world to see. You are the shit, yo. You work hard.
Yes,
the hardest
definitely.
working person.
Yes. I see you on live.
Sleepless hours, but
doing her nails, press ons. I seen, I was cracking up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So,
yes.
and I just felt like I should have had you sooner. But you know, God does things for reasons, and I guess it's your time. Like when I called and told her, I said, it's your time. You're up next.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
I thank you for that.
I just couldn't keep going on without having somebody like you sit down, because like I said, you rock the crowds.
Thank you.
You give us our peace. A lot of people come out to see 412 for the peace because you take us to another world.
True.
You know what I mean? So you're our hood psychologist, if you want to look at it like that. Whether it's the music, whether it's the talking shit, the laughing on the mic,
I love it.
the ratchet on your lives. I mean, and it's not the bad ratchet, you know what I mean?
No,
it's the good entertainment ratchet. You know what I mean? And I hate that they made that word that labeled as like it's something bad, because everybody needs a little off the wall type
fun.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Ratchet is good.
Yeah, it's
Ratchet's
balanced.
always good to
You know what I
have,
mean?
period.
So I really just want to give you your flowers and really let you know you're really appreciated in the community for what you do as a mother, as a woman, as a leader, as a
I just
promoter.
try to be a good example for people, you know, because I mean, there's a lot of people that I look up to, and everyone just handles themselves with class, and that's what I always want to do. That's how I always want to be. That's how I always portray myself when I'm out, you know. So I want to lead by example. I want, you know, for females to know that you can do absolutely anything you want to do, period. All you got to do is just put your mind to it and really, really work hard for it. And consistency is key. You know, as long as you're consistent with everything that you do, I mean, you'll be successful in everything that you put your mind to.
And so you already answered my first question. I was gonna say, if there was a little girl watching right now, what would you say? You just said it already. You said it already. You sold it up. Pretty, I said, you got anything you want to say, Pretty?
Couple things we working on as far as we got this kickball game coming up.
Okay.
Yay.
Trapper Stab versus the Mansion Stab.
Okay.
So I mean, Gaddafi.
When is it?
It's gonna be nice. We're trying to make it towards the end of this month, so I'm still trying to figure out.
Where at? You don't know where yet?
I want to do it at like Hollywood Field, somewhere like that.
And that's crazy. And that,
We're still picking out a location.
who y'all got hosting it?
I don't know yet.
Oh, well, I'm gonna put my bid in. Can me and my cast come host it and record it? You know what I mean? Host it.
Yes.
Definitely had a podcast episode there while the kickball. You know what I'm saying? So I want to put my bid in for that. You know what I mean? That way y'all can focus on kickball.
We've done that
Coming
too.
back up, so we
do all of that.
bags and all that.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Sending out, all the school stuff for the kids
yes.
and all that. So I have a date and a
Okay, yeah, definitely. We'll definitely be in touch. Definitely. So y'all hear it. We hear the kickball.
And even Christmas time, we just recently partnered up with DTLR. Gave away a lot of kids. We had 200 kids at the Galaxy Lounge.
Okay.
Waiting outside, and they all got toys, bikes, and a bunch of stuff.
And that's
so
what
we're
it's
going to
about.
continue doing that. Shout out to my sister, Boss Lady Kim, for making that happen. And I just want to shout out all the promoters and everyone who's just doing something positive. Like, I preach positivity because we need more of that. I preach love because we need more of that.
Exactly.
All black businesses too.
Yeah.
This bar stuff. So shout out to Stanley's, you know, the Phase, 01, Galaxy, Broadway, 24,
Decent Earls.
Decent Earls.
All of them.
And I'm gonna be real with y'all. Y'all the first one. And then, besides the Savoy, y'all are the first club we have filmed at.
Oh, cool.
So y'all get to talk shit to them like, yeah, we was on TMZ. You know what I'm saying? We the after, ain't none of y'all been there. And I mean, listen, all you owners, we're open. All you gotta do is get in contact with us. This is what Pittsburgh TMZ is about. We want to come on your location. We want to give y'all the promotion, but y'all just gotta get in contact with us. You know what I mean? Support everybody, and that's why I say pound Pittsburgh together. You know what I mean? That's what it's about.
Whole mansion crew, we pulling up everywhere we support.
That's
right.
exactly. And I appreciate that, man. Just make sure, like, you know, keep telling them to follow the show because we're going to keep going with y'all. I see this is just the beginning with y'all. Because the work that y'all into and the work that we're into, the artistry and everything, this is just the beginning. You know what I mean? And I can't help but to work with the GOATs. You know what I mean?
TMZ.
So basically, I mean, like I said, man, I can't help but to keep working with y'all. Y'all got anything else? I want y'all to look at the camera. Y'all both take y'all turns. Tell them where they can follow y'all, what y'all got going on. This is y'all time to shine.
You can find me on Instagram at 412FIYA, FIYA. I'm on Facebook. I'm under Fire Glass, FIYAGLASS. And where am I at? Snapchat, all of my Twitter, everything is 412Fire. So that's where you can follow me. And Cash App too.
And that's how they follow you. Like, say somebody's watching and want you to, like, host a wedding reception or something like that. That's how they get in contact with you?
Yes.
Okay.
They always inbox me. I always answer my inboxes. I always see them. So.
Okay. What about you, Pretty?
Of course, you can follow me at Pretty from Homewood, of course. Pretty _ from Homewood. And, of course, at Club Mansion.
Exactly.
Other pages.
And y'all, like you said, when your Club Mansion's open when? What's the hours and so they know?
Wednesday to Sunday, 1:30 to 4:30. Friday, Saturday, Trap Mansion. So we open up at 2:45 to 5.
There you go. Y'all heard them. Hey, man, come
See y'all
support.
tonight.
That means come to the trap first on Friday, and then here that's why it's called Trap Mansion. Just so you know,
Trappers from 1 to
gotta break it down for some.
Yeah, you good. You gotta break it down. Because they'll be pulling up everywhere like, what? That's not they said. You know how they be drunk. I thought y'all said on the show, the podcast.
We at the trap, and then it's like
Leave the trap. Come on down to the match. You ain't gotta go home. It's a straight shot. You ain't gotta go through too much police. Ain't nothing. You know what I mean? Get straight on down here. Yeah.
Oh, I also got a new boutique, 144 Jefferson Road.
Okay.
Congratulations. Yes, this is my first real business.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really excited about this. Shout out to my sister Boston.
Is it grand opening? Yeah.
Web TV grand opening coming end of the month.
We're gonna be busy, so we'll be there. We coming. Let us know we coming.
Definitely.
Yeah, we coming. You know what I mean? We
Shout out to
definitely.
my partner Brad.
Yeah, we definitely coming. We like to support Pound Pittsburgh together. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. And before we get out of here, y'all want to give a shout out to the sponsor, Blue Collections, Jewelry by Cam. Hey, she does her thing. Make sure y'all go and get with her. Get the pendants.
Nice.
She has, as you see on the screen, she has so many different varieties. You'll love them for the kids. You can get them for everybody in the family. Your grandma, you get them for your dog. I see people buy chains for the dog.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They put the family on. So, shout out to Blue Collections, Cam the jeweler. She also does jewelry repair. And you see these wonderful candy apples. And y'all gonna leave with some of the taste, some of the candy apples that she does. She does candy pears, candy peaches. So you get with her, you can get it different. That's something different. She took it to another level. I forgot to ask for the pears and peaches.
She got the caramel.
She got everything you want. You know what I mean? And she some of her jewelry is real. So you definitely want to get with her. Yo, shout out to her Blue Collection. Man, it's another black-owned business that's coming out, and she's taking over. She's doing a little bit of everything. So make sure y'all get with Blue Collection Jeweler, please.
And I gotta give a special shout out to my man Baby Egypt, because he do a wonderful job with the pictures here. So if you ever go on the Club Mansion page, he does
all the pictures. Yeah, shout out Baby Egypt, yo.
Walking around to the whole mansion staff, period, because they're amazing. They do everything.
Yes.
They're just amazing.
And y'all already know what it's about to be. We're going straight into 5 minutes of fame, so stay tuned.
Welcome to 5 Minutes of Fame.
Nightmares turn to dreams. Cause I'd rather be out in the streets getting smoked than locked away inside this cell trying to cope. My plug probably think I ran off with the dope. It's real for me, don't know nobody willing to kill for me. Once was fear and now it's just a thrill for me. I'm a killer and don't need nobody to push me. Yeah, I walk up and dive off the edge. Shoot first, now the question is dead. I'm a killer and don't need nobody to push me. Yeah, I had to find out the hard way. It ain't even safe throwing broad day. I'm a killer and don't need nobody to push me. I walk up and dive off the edge. Shoot first, now the question is dead. I'm a killer and don't need nobody to push me. Yeah, I had to find out the hard way. It ain't even safe during broad day. I used to be scared of it, cause I ain't really understand the way the streets was working. I used to lock the doors and close the curtains, till I jumped off the porch and started working. It was Trey who fronted me the bill. He taught me how to run it up for real. Walking with God, I know he finally healed, but it left a scar on my heart that won't heal. On my dog, I'm a killer for real. But I ain't just talking that murder shit, I'm talking luxury services. Designers, you ain't never heard of this. Keep it up, I might not make it to 30th. I keep on doing this dirty shit. Why must I keep me a 30 clip? I'm a killer and don't need nobody to push me. Yeah, I walk up and dive off the edge. Shoot first, now the question is dead. I'm a killer and don't need nobody to push me. Yeah, I had to find out the hard way. It ain't even safe throwing broad day. I'm a killer and don't need nobody to push me. I walk up and dive off the edge. Shoot first, now the question is dead. I'm a killer and don't need nobody to push me. Yeah, I had to find out the hard way. It ain't even safe during broad day. I'm a killer and don't need nobody to push me. Look in my eyes, see my pain. Look at my pain, feel my struggle. They don't hear the things I'm saying, can't understand me through the muzzle. Cause where I'm from, there ain't no starting over. No second chances, ain't no lucky clovers. No justice served to give him fucking closure. Cute they fucking baby, he ain't fucking know it. Used to do it backwards, ain't no bending over. Cause they gon' take until the giving's over. With no return, like when the year is over. Got some special ops, so all my missions covered. When I'm shooting at them like I'm Villanova. By your head in silence, it's gon' take a moment. Yeah, I'm a killer and don't need nobody to push me. Yeah, I walk up and dive off the edge. Shoot first, now the question is dead. I'm a killer and don't need nobody to push me. Yeah, I had to find out the hard way. It ain't even safe throwing broad day. I'm a killer and don't need nobody to push me. I walk up and dive off the edge. Shoot first, now the question is dead. I'm a killer and don't need nobody to push me. Yeah, I had to find out the hard way. It ain't even safe during broad day. I'm a killer and don't need nobody to push me.
Welcome to 5 Minutes of Fame.
5 Minutes of Fame? What's that?
What's 5 Minutes of Fame? It's where you show your talent live for 5 minutes. This is Pittsburgh TMZ presents Come Sit at the Table.
What's up, y'all? As you already know, this is part of the show where we bring talent on and we either come on and perform, show y'all what they got going on, show y'all what they're doing in the city, talk about, some of their inspirations, their aspirations, and we got my man O.T. Cali in the building, and he did a damn motherfucking good job on that goddamn song, Push It. Right?
Push me.
See,
but that's what we gonna do. We gonna push it.
So that's what we gonna do, man. Yo, hey, it's been a long time coming. O.T. Cali was supposed to come on, and it was just scheduling conflict on my end, but he's here now, and I'm so glad to have you here, man. Because I've been wanting you on because the sound that you bring is unique. It's a different talent, and you stand out by yourself with that sound. Absolutely. So you know what I mean? That's why I first reached out to you when we started talking in the inboxes, because just when I first heard you, it's like, wow. Because you have your own identity. I can't compare you to nobody. You know what I mean? Usually I'll say somebody's flow is like this or like that, and people usually don't like that, but it's a good thing, but it's a great thing. You don't have nobody to compare.
I appreciate that.
You know what I mean? So I mean, let's just give the people a little bit, background about you. When you get started, where you from, all of that.
Alright, so I'm from Cali.
Okay.
San Diego, California. 4-5, what up? I mean, I've been out here since I was like 8. Moved out here with my father, young age, and I've been here ever since. So, I'm known on the east side. Been to every school you can think of down there on the east side. I started making music when I was like 14, 15.
Okay.
I just started humming and singing,
Okay.
I used to memorize whatever song I liked in like 2 days. As soon as it dropped on BET.
Okay.
I knew it 2 days later.
Gotcha.
And it just manifested into me making my own music. There's not a single musical bone in anyone in my family that I know of.
Okay.
So where do you get your inspiration from?
My life. Everything, all my music, everything I write about is my life. If you listen to my music, you'll know who I am.
But what made you want to get into it if you weren't influenced by anyone in your family?
Okay, so like I said, I love music. I don't know why. I just love music. And
Is it the way it makes you feel?
Yeah, you can feel it. You feel music like having conversations with people.
Yeah, that's
if it touches you the right way, it's like the Bible or a book. Everyone reads it the same way and interprets it in their own.
A different language. Yep.
So that's where it comes from. And like I said, I like to write about my life because I done been through some crazy stuff that I know other people have been through. So it touches you when you hear yourself coming through the music.
Exactly.
So the name OT Cali, so we already know Cali's where you're from, so we know that's where you got the Cali from. So what part, how did you get the OT?
I'm gonna leave that up to your imagination. It could be out of town Cali, on time Cali, overtime to go. I'm gonna leave that up to your imagination.
That's some Lil Wayne stuff, because he's like at the F is for let it go, whatever.
So I guess she asked you like inspiration. So you wouldn't say like a Smokey Robinson or a Jay-Z or nobody like that kind of growing up was in you. You know what I mean? And I said both because you have a harmonizing. That's why I said the Smokey Robinson, and you also you rap. So that's why I said the Jay-Z. So is there anybody in between that you kind of say, okay, when I first heard them?
So my first like songs growing up, singing, like really singing, was like Earth, Wind, and Fire. Pops loves some Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah.
I spit the whole album to you back and forth. You feel me? And then the rapping, I always like Lil Wayne, Drake. Them always been me.
Okay. And I see recently you worked with Lil Boosie.
Yeah, that was fun.
I was gonna say, how was that, man?
It was a fun little project. Hey man, I hope you see this interview.
Yeah.
Because now I'm a speaker.
Shout out to you, Boosie.
Shout out for real. Shout out to Boosie. I appreciate it because he did a wonderful job on the song. It's actually about to be dropping soon. Shout out to Joanna.
Okay.
She shot that video.
That's her Vision Film.
She killed that. Her Vision Film killed that video.
Okay.
Boosie came on and did his thing. He could have said anything. Hey, you know already. We handled the business aspect. You could have said anything, and I felt like he understood the song. He felt the pain and the passion, and he really gave us something. I appreciate that. What I didn't like, he walked in that room and pulled my phone out the charger. I flew the type of way. And look, I'm sitting there like, did you just crack? I know that ain't one. It's Boosie.
But when you get on that level, then you go do that to somebody else. You be like, this is what you able to do.
Exactly. So look up and down, I'm gonna pull the janitor shit right off the charger.
Definitely.
So what's the name of that song that y'all did?
Ooh, that one is called Loyalty.
Okay, that's
So you're on the lookout for Loyalty.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming crazy when it does. I'll actually be performing it at my show here at 2-4 on the dates escape me.
Coming soon. Stay tuned.
Flyers are on my social media.
Okay.
So.
We'll put it underneath.
Definitely. And it's something to hear. If you ever been through anything for real, anything about pain and loyalty, love the song.
Gotcha. So now, where'd you come up with the song that you performed? Like, where did you come up with that? Like, how did you?
Okay, so the song "Push Me" is mostly about. It's about. I have a relative that passed away. Mm-hmm. Like, soon as I came home, never got the chance to even go see him again. So it's a lot of hidden context about him, which of course, if you was like related to it, you're gonna catch it. Mm-hmm. But besides the fact of knowing that, the message is gonna speak to you.
Gotcha.
And I could feel it from the lyrical content and just the harmonization that you did into it. You could feel it's coming from your gut and you're really in tune with it. So, you know what I mean? You did an excellent job with that. We're leading to my next question. Is there anybody in the city that you would want to work with that you haven't worked with yet? Because I see you work with a lot of different people. Was there anybody in the city and then the industry that you would want to work with?
Specifically, I don't really have nobody specific. I have a goal to have at least one collaboration with every artist who's not necessarily known, but who's doing something with their music. Like if you're actively pushing your music and pushing yourself, I want to do something with you because we're starting from the same place.
Yeah, and we try and get to that top. So yeah.
More to what we talk about all the time, powering Pittsburgh together.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean, working with everybody and every artist and we've come through as of right now 24 artists, and not everybody says they want to work with everybody like that. So that's, like I said from the beginning, something special about you. You know what I mean? And in the show, you're willing to work with everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially because, like you said, my sound is a little different from what you're used to in this city. So I feel as though if every one of these different artists had the chance to have someone like me on the track, as well as me having someone like them, it's going to make some different magic. I'm trying to turn the city out, man.
Exactly.
I want this to be the next getaway place. Like, I don't want you to want to go to Atlanta and just Miami and Cali. They want to come to Pittsburgh.
And that's what we're doing right here with Pittsburgh TMZ with this podcast. Come sit at the table, and that's what this is about. And not to cut you short or nothing, but I want to know what you got coming up. What you got going on? I'll look at the camera, let them know, let the world know what OT Cali got going on.
First of all, I just dropped a video called Racks Out. It's on YouTube on my channel, OT Cali. Please go watch, subscribe, like, dislike, but comment and keep it real. I have a show coming up on the 4th. I got a show on the 28th at 24. We got Hemi, we got myself, we got Patty Els, TSG Magic, Ruger Rome, Graffiti Rue. It's gonna be something to see, man. And like I said, the last show was crazy, and we only elevating, just like this show. It's only growing, so you gotta come out. You can't miss it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Where can they find you?
You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, any social media site at OT_Cali.
What about your music? Where can they download your music?
Definitely Spotify, Apple Music, every platform, every major platform except for Pandora. I'm trying to figure that one out.
Hey, so y'all know how to figure Pandora out, get this DM and help me. That's what it's about. Let it know. So this is episode 24. Hey, I want to ask y'all, do y'all got anything y'all want to add to this? Y'all, any of my co-hosts, anything that I missed?
Bring on, don't be scared.
No, I'm cool. I see the loyalty on your arm, so I know that means a lot to you.
Once you speak, you say a lot when the way you carry yourself as well.
Loyalty, like that's what we doing.
Loyalty lies. I feel
Is that your own label or?
Yes, and another thing I do got something to say. You know, we do have, for what you're saying, we do have a mixtape coming out, 5 Minutes of Fame mixtape. We like you to be a part of. We'll have all the artists that's been on 5 Minutes of Fame. So, you know, that's all the artists from Pittsburgh. So we definitely.
Which ties into what you said. You want to work with everybody.
That's exciting right there.
And Stevie B is producing the whole album. So he's, it's going to be a Stevie B banger.
Okay, it's funny, actually, Stevie B in part with Banger actually made the Loyalty beat.
Yep, there you go. So they're all working all over the city.
We all working around.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it's about.
So that's what it's about. Hey, this is episode 24. This is 5 Minutes of Fame with OT Cali. I want to thank y'all for coming and tuning in. And this is what it's about: coming on, showing your talent, giving your speech to the world, and letting them know inside of who you are. Hey.
Oh, well, hold on, let me get one more. Let me sneak my shout outs in first of all. Shout out to her vision, Joanna. She does great work. Shout out to the home grad mode, Dion. I appreciate everything they do. Shout out to Loyalty Life. That's the team. That's the label.
And that's it, y'all. Hey, still tune in. Season finale, episode 25 coming next week. Tune in.
Stevie killed him.